Welcome back to another episode of Talk with Wavy. I'm here with my nanay. Hi, Nay.
Hi, everybody!
So, dito nanay ko, first time, pero nag-hi ka naman sa vlogs ko before eh.
Talaga ba?
Oh, nung mga Australia vlogs.
Yeah.
So yun, lumalabas siya sa vlogs ko sa Australia, pero never kami nagkaroon ng one-on-one talk. First time. So,
I
ayun.
feel so honored. Oh!
So ngayon, papag-usapan namin yung life mo as, yung shifting career, since sinuggest nga din sa akin to. Bago ko manood ng scene, sabi niya, alam ko na papag-usapan natin. And ayun. So, we're gonna talk about your backstory muna.
Alright.
And then, after that, papag-usapan natin your life as a mom. Life as a mom talaga. Okay. So, first question ko lang sa'yo. So, you went to college, Miriam College, diba?
Yep, that's
Anong
right.
year ka graduate?
2012.
2012. Okay. So, anong course yung tinake mo?
Take ako ng BS Child Development and Education. Minor in Special Education.
So, for teaching talaga, teacher.
Yes.
I see. So, nung life mo sa college, ano yung buhay mo nun?
It was a bit exciting kasi during that time, I was already old. So, yung batchmates ko, they were very young kasi I stopped schooling for 5 years because I had you. And I had to work pa before that. So, after all the work that I did, I finally decided to go back. So, siguro, it was, a bit challenging kasi I was an irregular student. And then, yun nga, the group mates were very young, of course. So, the wavelength is also a bit different. Pero happy naman kasi along the way, syempre, makakasundo mo rin naman sila. They're like your little sisters. Happy naman na I was able to finish my degree in education.
So, mahirap kasi, yun nga, irregular ka. Tapos you
Yep.
stopped 5 years ba?
Yep.
5 years, I see. So, ano tawag dito? Anong college year ka nag-stop? Like, second year ba?
Third year.
Third year.
So I had to repeat that when I came back.
So third year. So,
Third
you
year again. Yeah.
So, you stopped. Anong year ka nag-stop?
2006 or 5.
So talagang...
Really, yeah, when I had you.
Birth year ko. So, you stopped...
Or parang ganon, 2005, I think.
2005, 2006. Okay. So, you stopped kasi you had me. So, nagtrabaho ka muna.
Yep, that's
Ano
right.
yung first job mo?
So when Daddy and I found out that we were pregnant, so what initially happened was, of course, si Daddy mo kasi noong time na yun, he was graduating 2006 ng March.
Graduating.
So we both decided na parang, sige, since you are the one who will be graduating, ikaw na muna, I will be the one to stop. So that's what happened.
Okay.
Oh, di ba hindi mo alam? Surprise!
Diba? Naman hindi ko alam.
Okay, so yun. So, when he graduated March 2026, 6 months pregnant na ako nun sa'yo. Kasi June ako manganganak, more or less. Parang ganun. Yeah, June, tama. When we found out that we were pregnant, I already started looking for a job. So, the job that I landed into was a call center agent.
Saan yun? Saan ka
It was in Libis before, Quezon City. Oo.
Okay.
Puro, yun, call center before. And then, I think they moved to BGC now. Pero, before that, nag-move din kami sa, along Libis lang din, almost beside Wilcon Depot, Libis. Yung building doon.
Malapit sa Opus ba yun?
Oo.
Okay.
Malapit doon. So,
Gets.
doon ako nag-work as a call center agent for a credit card company. So, I handled customer service.
Ilang years ka nagtrabaho doon?
Almost 2 years.
Hindi ka nag-working student?
No, I didn't.
Akala ko nag-working student ka. Anong buhay mo nung call center? Madaming tawag.
Well, of course. So, walang tigil yung bibig. Walang tigil. So, that one. And then, it was a bit challenging kasi because of the graveyard shift. That's not
oo nga.
di ba?
Puyat
Panggabi.
ka.
Kasi US account yung hawak namin. Pangalawa is, of course, the culture of the people in the US. It's a bit different compared to taking calls pag nandito ka sa Pilipinas. So, to be honest, they, of course, judge you with your accent. So, I had to be sure that my enunciation and diction was perfect. Pero yun, kaartehan. So, yun yung mga ganon na challenges. Tapos, at the same time, it was extra challenging because I was pregnant. Diba? So, yun.
Paano ka commute ka nun?
No, hatid sundo ako ng daddy mo.
Si Daddy DJ. Okay. So, nagdo-drive na pala siya nung time.
And I was driving din naman nung maliit pa yung tiyan ko. But nung papalapit na akong manganak, that was the time when he drove me to work and fetched me after.
Okay.
There.
Gets. So, nag-stop ka. So, yun. So, 2 years ka nag-call center. Nung nanganak ka na sa akin, doon ka na nag-stop mag-work.
No, I had to rest for a while.
Okay. Tapos bumalik ka sa pag-aaral?
Hindi, sa call center muna din ulit.
Okay.
Kasi we had to feed you.
Okay.
So yun. So during that time, si daddy mo nag-work na rin siya sa firm ni Daddy Maning.
Marigold.
Oo, correct. So what happened was, I was having really hard time juggling raising you plus doing graveyard shifts.
Oo.
'Di ba? So what I did was I resigned call center and then I shifted. I looked for a job first. Tapos I found the job na parang the idea is parang I think it's like part-time teacher, part-time teacher aide. Dito lang,
Okay.
small preschool here in Marikina. So I applied for them and then they want to see how you teach.
Parang ano siya, example kung paano ka magtuturo.
Yeah,
Alam ko
I
yun.
forgot the word.
Ako rin eh.
Anyway, basta yun.
Perform.
Perform. As a performer.
Perform.
Okay. So yun. So I had to do that stint.
Oo.
Yun, nag-try ako sa kanila. And then they accepted me with a very, very low salary. A very big jump from a very high salary from the call center going to becoming a teacher aide na medyo mababa yung salary. Eventually, I stayed there for like 4 years, almost 3-4 years. Tapos I decided to go back to to school.
Okay.
Diba? Kasi nag-usap kami ni Mami Japan, and yan, ni Daddy GJ that like we were parang planning that kasi ang idea is I really wanted to finish, 'di ba? Parang non-negotiable for me whatever happens if I get married or not or whatever. That's my goal talaga is to finish school kasi that's the only thing that I can parang share or impart to you and Kobe during that time kasi hindi naman tayo mayaman. So, yung edukasyon lang yung parang pinaka magiging ipapamana ko sa inyo at maipagmamalaki nyo rin ako at the same time. Something like that.
Gets.
So, there.
Okay. So, yung school ba na tinuruan mo bago ka nag-stop, hindi pa yung Kids Tech?
Kids Tech.
Kids Tech na yun. Okay, gets. So, kasi wala na nga rin pala yung Kids Tech.
Yeah, that's right.
Ayun. So, you finished college after, so you stopped working na rin nun.
Yep.
Tapos after na, nakapagtapos ka na ng college. 2012. Ilang taon na ba ako nun?
6.
Okay. Kaya pala naalala ko parang may picture ka na parang hawak ko. Kaya, okay, maliit pa ako kasi hindi ko pa naiintindihan yung nangyari. So 2012 kang graduate. After nun, anong yung second job?
Bumalik muna ako ulit sa Kids Tech for a while.
Oo, kasi...
Diba? Nagkasama tayo doon eh. So, I think you were in kinder or prep
nursery,
by that time.
kinder,
Parang
naalala
ganun,
ko.
no? Anyway, so there. I went back for a year and then after that, I applied naman to a bigger school. It's in Miriam College also.
Okay.
So, I stayed there for 3 years. So, I taught grade 5 and then grade...
Diba 4?
4 and then grade 3. So,
grade 3.
halo-halo. So, sorry, it's grade 5, grade 3, and then grade 4. Every year, it was a different grade level. I taught language, the subject language there.
Okay.
So, yun.
I see. Yung life mo as a teacher, pag-usapan natin yung life as a teacher nung Kids Tech. Paano yung buhay mo doon? Wala, turo-turo lang.
Yep. It was fun kasi I really love children. So, masaya. It was like, para lang ikaw na naglalaro. While the kids were playing, you were playing with them at the same time. Also teaching them at the same time. Parang ganon. So, happy siya.
I see.
I like
And
it.
nung nag-Miriam ka, you handled grade 5, 4, 3.
Yep.
Since na yun parang growing up stage na. So, mga bata na talaga. Hindi ko lang kung anong tawag doon. Parang pa-preteen.
Preteens.
Yun, preteen. Pa-preteen. Paano naman yung nila?
Well, with Miriam, it's not necessarily the kids who were a bit of a challenge, but the job itself. I mean, the tasks that we did. Kasi we handled 5 sections with 45 students.
Okay.
And we had to make lesson plans. We had to check all the papers. So imagine that. 5 sections of 45 students, i-check mo isa-isa yung papel nila. So I had to take home test papers. During that time, allowed pa kasi. Ngayon daw kasi parang it's not allowed anymore. So yun, you had to check the test papers, you had to check exams, you have to make PowerPoint presentations for your, 'di ba? Kailangan mo sila turuan before you take the exams, of course, and the test. Yun, challenging kasi I had to bring homework. So no more time for you and Kobe.
Naalala ko yun.
'Di ba? Sobrang hirap.
Nakaupo ka sa kama niyo, tapos parang dami
I
mong
was
papel.
checking a lot of paper.
Tapos parang kinukwento mo, may parang dalawa kang estudyante hindi pala gumawa ng,
yeah.
naalala ko
They
yun.
missed out on stuff. Daming mga concerts. Projects, you also check the projects, 'di ba? So, yun, that's the challenge. And of course, since it's a big school, I guess yun talaga, pag big school, mas marami talagang tasks that you're supposed to do when you're a teacher.
Tapos naalala ko nung teacher ka, habang pag Teacher's Day, ang daming bumibigay sa'yo ng mga
Nagbibigay,
regalo.
So, yun, Teacher's Day and Christmas party, daming mga gifts.
Tapos
So,
kumukuha ako.
I guess that's just the extra. Kasi syempre, they, of course, appreciate you and the things that you do. Get to have good gifts.
Totoo. Okay, so after Miriam, what was your next job?
Okay, so after Miriam, this was 2016.
Naalala ko yan.
Diba? When your dad decided to put up his own firm. Okay, so iba naman kasi yung career ng daddy mo. So he decided to put up his own firm and at the same time, sabi niya, mag-rent na lang tayo and if you want to do tutoring muna, mag-tutor ka.
Okay.
Sige, okay, go, push, tutor. So during that moment, it was a bit challenging kasi I didn't know who to tutor. 'Di ba? You have to market yourself, you have to reach out with your previous students or with friends who have kids na gusto magpa-tutor sa'yo. So that part was a bit challenging. Sorry, balikan ko lang. During the time pala when I was studying in Miriam, I also did a sideline. Yan. Yun
sideline ka rin?
Yun yung hindi ko pala na-mention sa'yo. When I did, parang naging student
Parang
tutor
internship?
ako. Hindi. As in side job.
Side job.
While I was studying, nag-side job ako as tutor. Meron akong pinasukan na tutorial center kay Mrs. Alcid. She was really very nice. Isang guro tutorial center in Saverville. Malapit lang sa Miriam. So I was just crossing and then walking to her house.
Okay.
Sobrang easy. We taught Ateneo students and Miriam students na elementary. So I helped her out. I helped her in checking. I helped her in tutoring. So yun. Kasi parang hourly yung bayad niya sa akin nun. That's where I got my baon.
Yung tuition mo nung college, sino nagbabayad?
Halo. Both. During the first part, it was Mommy Japan and Daddy Japan. And then, towards the latter part, yan, si Daddy Gijay. So, medyo halo-halo kasi
siya.
wala nang discount during that time because Mommy Japan's not working in Miriam anymore. So,
okay. Gets.
there.
I see.
Ayun, so yun pala.
to
So,
tutor.
I did tutoring sa Elizabeth Hall sa Katipunan. You
Naalala
were
ko
there. So, that was also the time when your dad started Blank Space Architecture. So, yan, nag-hire na ng mga people for Blank Space para may kasama siya sa design and construction. So, yun.
So,
Saglit lang din pala yun, the
ilang
tutoring.
years yun?
2 years.
2 years lang din.
Yeah.
Paano yung life mo nung tutoring? Mahirap din.
Well, of course, kasi yun nga, as I've mentioned a while ago, you have to market yourself and you have to reach out with friends or other people so that students will go to you. So yun, it was a bit challenging also. Tapos, I only did that for 2 years kasi the rent there in Katipunan was getting high na. So we had to move here in Marikina.
Gets.
So I had to say bye-bye to the tutoring.
Yun
That's
pala
what
yun.
happened. Yeah.
Akala ko, baka kasi na mali yung pagrinig ko ng story. Akala ko, nag-stop ko nung tutor kasi hindi siya nag-workout.
Yeah, it did work out actually. Okay naman, wala namang problema. I
Dahil
think
lang
I
sa-
had like 5-6 students. Tas extra madami lang when there's exam week. They come in for exam week. So yun. Okay naman siya. Pero yun, we had to move here in Marikina because the rent in Katipunan was getting
high.
extreme, yeah. But before that, I also did help out Daddy GJ with hiring people. So that's when my HR job started.
Yun pala yun. So, dito ka na talaga nag-start as an HR.
Yep.
So this is your fourth and now job.
Fourth and now job.
and now.
Okay, sige.
Ayun. Pero, so you started off, mahirap. starting off? Kasi parang hindi mo natutunan yun sa college.
Well, yeah, pero if you sort of parang digest what a teacher and an HR does, siguro the only difference is yung part lang ng when it comes to DOLE, department, the laws and regulations of DOLE.
Okay.
So, yun siguro the big change. So, I had to learn that. And aside from, meron naman ako naging kapartner na HR consultant, which is until now, siya pa rin yung kapartner ko na HR consultant.
Okay.
So, yung mami niya and siya, they helped me out with it. And then, I think that's what the difference lang siguro is. It's just of a different setting. Kasi syempre, teaching is like guiding students. This one naman is doing HR, is like guiding the employees or the people you work with. So, it's the same. It's almost the same but in a different setting.
Gets. Okay. So, parang kaya mo na rin din pala. Parang di ka pa nag-learn ng bagong unti-unti lang.
Well, I was sort of, syempre, with the help of the HR consultant, I learned about a lot of things. And aside from that, I also did a few reviews. Kasi meron naman mga online where you can check and do some HR work. So,
Yes, I see. So, ganun pala yun. So, right now, since HR manager ka, ano yung mga ginagawa mo? Hindi lang yung parang, hindi puro yung hiring somebody, pero ano pang ginagawa mo?
Other than that is, of course, when you're in HR, you also interview people, right? And that's what I love doing the most. Interviewing.
Okay.
Yeah, very like you. So yun, I like interviewing people and asking questions that are not usual.
Like challenging.
An example.
Paano example?
Ito, sagutin mo. Sige. Well, of course, an interview starts with describe yourself, di ba? So, you don't describe yourself na. But when we get to the part when we want to get to know the person more, syempre, we ask about hobbies, we ask about what they do when they're not working, kasi we want to make it like personal touch, di ba?
Okay, gets.
Usually yan, I ask if they watch series, Netflix. Yeah, I do.
Pati tinatanong mo pala yan.
That's when you learn their personality eh. Di ba,
okay.
parang, I like to watch zombies. Shut up. Pero hindi. I also like watching zombies.
Gets.
Pero
Ano pala yun?
So, also, there was a time when I asked somebody if they were stuck in a room.
Alam ko yan.
Diba? You know that question. No? So, if they will be stuck in a room full of zombies, what would they do to survive? And I vividly remember one interview that I did. Ang sabi niya, zombies? Wala, ma'am. Kayaan ko na lang kainin nila ako. So we were like, oh my God. I was laughing my ass out. Kaya parang, good job. You're not tired. Joke lang. But pero yung iba, they were really very creative in thinking about how they would survive that challenge. Mga ganon. So happy. Kasi you get to know them if they are creative enough to do stuff. Kasi wala naman ako ibang sinabi eh. Diba? So,
yun lang.
Diba pwede silang sabihin na, may baril doon. Pwede, diba? Mga ganon. Or merong ano doon, pwede ko silang anuhin. Magpanggap po ako na zombie. Diba? Daming pwede.
Alam ko yung sagot ko dyan, magpapatay yung isang zombie, tapos kukunin ko yung mga dugong niya, gaganunin ko sa katawan ko.
Or something like that.
Nakakanood ko ng The Walking Dead.
Diba? Yung mga ganon. So, that's how I test, and then also the head, kung sino yung naghahanap na supervisor, either design or construction team.
Ganun din pala
Kasama ko sila. So, they will be the one asking technical questions and I will be the one asking the HR part questions.
Ganun pala.
Yes.
So, ganun pala yung life as an HR manager.
Well, aside from that, there were also quite a lot of challenges. Siyempre, alam mo naman yan, hindi na mawawala.
Totoo.
But thankfully, because we have the legal team, meaning we have lawyers present, and we also, they are also part of it. And I still have our HR consultant. Shout out to Miss Regine, if you're watching. Yun, she's helping me out until now. So they guide me on what to do, they guide me on what to say, and
galing.
so yun. And through time, kasi how many years na the Blank Space?
9 years?
It's 10.
Ayaw nga pala
and it's
ngayon.
Blank Space birthday today.
Ay, ngayon ba?
Happy 10th anniversary.
Akala ko sa
Space.
July 9, hindi pala.
It's July 7.
Galing.
Happy birthday,
So,
dear
10
Blank
years.
Space. I love you so much.
Sakto. This week lalabas yung episode na to.
Okay.
Ayun. Gets ko. So, ngayon palang birthday ng Blank Space. I see. So, yung getting to know your life dong jobs. Kasi ang dami ko rin palang hindi alam. Alam ko lang yung mga na-shift mong
Because you don't ask.
courses.
Sure.
Sorry busy kaming lahat eh. Pero ayun, I got to know a lot of your life then. Tapos ang ganda rin ng mga shifting and ano yung nag-change. So ayun, yun yung story ni nanay ko on how she changed jobs and nakapagtapos din pala siya ng pag-aaral, which
Of
alam ko
course.
naman yan.
Yeah. And also lang din, ma'am, I just wanna add that doing HR is not just about paperwork, no?
Oo.
It's not just about the policies and the rules. Given na yon, of course. But at the end of the day, it's also about understanding people,
Totoo.
diba? And understanding them, like solving problems and helping them grow. And I think pala, dun ko nakita na nag-change yung career path ko. Pero at the same time, nandun pa rin yung core, my core of helping and developing people. Kasi it's like, when you're teaching, you're helping students and developing students, right? But yun nga yung nabanggit ko sa kanina, the setting might be different because these are adults already that I'm dealing with. So it's a bit different, but it's still very fun.
I get it.
So there.
Ayun. So,
Okay.
so since you shifted to 4 jobs, ang dami nun, and then you still connected it to your college life, what advice can you give to some people na parang madalas din mag-shift ng jobs? Parang buhay mo din. Parang they relate to you. Parang ganun.
Yeah. Okay. So siguro if there's one thing that I want to share with you and the people who are watching. Wow, taray. Okay. So, of course, we have to identify or we have to accept that hindi lahat ay madali, 'di ba? So if you review or rewind the things that I've mentioned a while ago, it's like I encounter challenges, I encounter this, I encounter that. Laging may problema,
Challenge,
'di ba? Laging hindi madali. And kasi hindi naman talaga lahat makukuha mo or hindi lahat ng gusto mo makukuha mo agad. And that's okay. Kasi for me, dun pumapasok yung hard work and resilience. 'Di ba? So syempre, hard work means you show up kahit hindi ka motivated, 'di ba? Number 1 yan. And resilience means you keep going kahit nahihirapan ka na. So yun talaga yung parang pinaka gusto ko sanang ma-impart to you and to your viewers that life will, I think this is always gas-gas kasi I'm sure maybe your other friends, parents are also telling them this na hindi madali ang buhay, ganyan-ganyan, whatnot. But that's right. But yun siguro, if there's one thing that I really wish na I could tell other people, yun nga, I want to share parang hard work and resilience is something that we really need to hold on to when it comes to our careers. Kasi in real life, wala talagang shortcut, 'di ba? Ang sad lang kasi minsan yung generation nyo ngayon is parang sanay kayo sa mabilis. 'Di ba? Kasi when it was our generation, it was a bit slow and everything takes time.
Totoo.
And siguro the truth is the most meaningful things really take time, 'di ba? So, yung success hindi kasi yan biglaan. It is built slowly through effort, mistakes, and even failures.
True naman.
So there.
Wow. Kukunin ko rin yan, pero kunin niyo din yung advice ng nanay ko.
Okay.
Topic ka naman.
Okay,
pero
good.
yeah, that's the key takeaways. Ang ganda ng advice. So, now we're going to be talking about my mom's life as a mother for years. And basta personal questions related din sa amin since kami naman yung nag-interview kami dalawa na.
Yeah.
So, since kasi you had me for 20 years, syempre, had me for 20 years.
20 years, so guess my age.
Diba?
Okay, go.
Ano yung what's something I did as a kid na natatawa ka pa rin hanggang ngayon?
Well, actually, you were a bit mischievous growing up.
Makulit
and
talaga.
Silly. Pero it was good. I mean, hindi siya sakit ng ulo. You did a lot of funny antics. So that was really what made
Funny galawings. Parang
galawings. Ano yun?
Nakakatawang galaw ko.
Oo. Basta yun.
Super
Funny
cute.
antics and jokes. So,
Jokes din?
oh, basta yung mga hirit mo na parang, wow.
Hindi ko alam.
You're fun.
Hindi ko alam yung ganun.
You're not serious.
Hindi naman ako, palagi ako hindi
You're
seryoso.
always
Alam nga yan.
fun. Yeah.
Gusto ko lang ng masaya, ayoko ng serious, pero may times na
Kalug,
kailangan is
parang
serious.
ganun. Yeah.
Ayun, pero growing up, for sure madaming kang like, ang tawag dito, parang you wish na I would have took when I became a teenager to adult na. So, it's something you wish na parang I knew growing up.
What I wished that happened to you and Kobe siguro while you guys were growing up would be siguro sort of wish na na-experience nyo yung era namin, yung time na, yung generation namin, nila Ate Sara, nila Ate Sisi, kasi the three of us grew up together. And there was a lot of playing involved. Yeah, no computers, kasi you were quite exposed to that. So yun, no computers, just really knocking on neighbors' doors and playing with them. Yun siguro yung na-miss out, na winish ko na sana. You got to experience that part. Kaya lang, nung time kasi when you were growing up, since yan, nagkaroon na ng, di ba? Oo, nag-emerge na yan. So, medyo naging different na the generation.
Ano rin kami, grade 1 yata ako nun, si Kobe and I, naglalaro din kami sa labas, parang taya-tayaan, Chinese garter. Pero I think nung bandang grade 2 na ako, dun na nagkaroon ng video games, yung mga Wii, yung mga PS4. So, talagang na-lock na lang kami sa loob ng bahay ni Kobe. Hindi na kami lumalabas. Kaya kaming dalawa na lang. Pero gets ko yung sinasabi mo. Kaya, yun din.
Kaya you learned how to ride the bike late, right?
Oo, nung mga age 14 ako.
I know. Kasi nga,
quarantine.
we weren't really exposed to doing outdoor stuff. Anyway,
pero
so
age
if
14
there's
ako.
one thing that I wished for you, that was one thing that I really do wish na you got to experience those things.
Yung mga outdoor activities talaga. Gets ko yun. Kaya mga age 14, 2020 quarantine ko na tutunan mag-bike talaga. Pero at least nakapag-learn pa rin ako. Ito, gusto ko itong tanong na ito habang in-research ko. What's one thing we should do together more often? Parang alam ko na yung sagot dito. Grocery.
Lagot, edi yung bill.
15, charot.
Sige yun. Grocery, and also siguro a lot of bonding time. If we wanna go get some coffee or if you wanna go do your facial, because I don't like facial.
Tapos siya massage.
Kami hindi siya facial Ako massage girl. So siguro yun. But yeah, spend time together more. Na mga ganon.
Pero I think
bonding
yung
activities.
Recent bonding natin is Sunod Time Toy Story 5.
Yep, that's
yun yung favorite ko habang naglalaro si Peanut sa playcare ba yung tawag doon?
Yeah, play area. Play center.
Tapos sabi ko, na lang tayo ng movie habang naglalaro sila. Tapos ayun, doon na namin pinag-usapan yung structure ng podcast. Sabi ko, sige, ayun, sinulat ko siya. Pero yun, tama naman din. Yun din yung gusto kong, what we want to do together more often. Pero last question for you. Eto, nag-ready ka talaga dito eh.
Yeah.
What's something you want for me in the future? Parang anong pangarap mo sa akin?
Well, syempre as a mom, ito naman ay hindi lang sa'yo, pati kay Kobe, pati kay Noah. But since we're the ones doing the interview now, and you are in college, and you will be soon graduating, ang wish naman ng magulang, hindi lang naman success. Ang gusto namin para sa inyo. Ako, lagi ang prayer ko is, I know there are moments when you're really having a hard time, right, in college. So, ang gusto ko dyan, ang advice ko sa'yo dyan is, I always hope and wish na you don't give up easily. Yun siguro. Wag basta-basta susuko. You'd be someone who doesn't give up easily. You'd be someone who knows how to stand up after failing. Siguro yun. Someone who also values hard work. Kahit walang nanonood, kahit walang audience, you value hard work. Kasi yun sanang maging core mo na after college, you'll be able to, syempre may additional challenges yan, di ba? Pero dahil nga nahubog ka ng hard work at resilience, mamaniin mo na lang. You know, when they say mamaniin, that's going to be easy. Mamaniin mo na lang yung magiging challenges mo in the future kasi when you work, that's going to be a different setting again. So that's going to be another challenge for you. So siguro yun, someone who doesn't give up easily, someone who will value hard work when nobody's watching. Kasi at the end of the day, hindi ka dadalhin ng talent mo lang. You have a beautiful talent. And you guys know where my son got his speaking and daldal skills. It's because of me. So yun, ang hindi lang talent ang magdadala sa'yo. Ang magdadala sa'yo dyan ay ang attitude mo. Diba? Number 1 yan, attitude mo. Ang discipline at ang perseverance mo. So, yun ang lagi mong tatandaan. Whatever path you choose, always remember na ako at ang daddy mo, Mommy Japan, Daddy Japan, Mommy Seni, everybody, the whole tribe.
The whole tribe?
Okay, the whole tribe will of course be supporting you. And I hope you'll always remember that life won't always adjust for you. Okay?
Totoo yan.
So you have to learn how to go through it. Yun ang lagi mong tatandaan. That's about it.
Nabasa ko yun sa sa Let Them Theory kay Mel Robbins, yung parang yun nga, life isn't fair nga. So parang ikaw nga talaga mag-a-adjust.
Oo, ikaw mag-a-adjust at ikaw ang makaka-solve on how you thread through the challenges.
Gets. Kaya, tama.
And I believe that you can do it because
course.
you came from me.
You came
And
from
I'm a strong one. I'm a strong one. Taray. Superhero yarn.
Pero ang ganda nung advice mo. Pero for sure, of course, kukunin ko naman din yan. Kasi nanay ko to nanay ko to. pero to be honest, getting to know your life nung shifting careers, tas yung personal talk natin sa isa't isa. Super happy ako nakagawa tayo ng episode. Kasi hindi ko na na-expect na gagawa din kami ng
okay,
episode.
and you watch out guys because we might do more. Oh,
naging series sa pala to. Pero yeah, gusto lang magsabi ng thank you kasi nagawa natin and we got to know more personally about you and we had a one-on-one talk which that's what I like actually. Kaya ayun, so yeah, thank you for joining.
Yeah, of course. Looking forward for more. And if you have other topics that you wish my son and I would like to discuss, we're open to suggestions.
Oh, in the comments.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave some comments down below.
Ikaw na lang gumawa ng outro.
And aside from that, please do check out Blank Space Architecture because I'm the HR manager there and also the senior partner.
Sige, lalagay ko yung Facebook link.
Yes, please. That's what will keep your tuition fee going.
Grabe yun.
Charis.
Pero yeah, thank you all for watching. If you guys enjoyed, let us know. Give the video a like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications so you guys miss any videos of me. And if mga nakikinig sa Spotify, hi, hello, audio version. Thanks for listening and
Taray, Spotify.
of course. Kasi podcast
Is my voice perfect?
Okay lang yan, adjust ko naman.
Okay.
And follow Talk with Weavy on Instagram to check out new previews. Magugulat na lang kayo na may new guest ako and yung nanay ko. And yeah, makita rin
and
ng
open
followers
for
mo
more.
to. Yeah.
Oh, taray.
Yeah,
This
makita
is
ng
my
followers
social,
mo.
vlogger era. Taray.
era.
Charot lang.
Pero yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching. I'm Wamdi Guzman. This is my mom. Bye, guys.
Bye.